Yo, K-Kunnnn here. Today, the livestream showcased the two new agents we are getting in version 2.2. Here are the banners and the rerun characters on the screen right now. So let's talk about the value that the new agents and rerun agents that can provide to your account. This might be another filler patch, so I feel like you can skip everyone and save your polychromes for the next patch. Obviously, pull whoever you want if your brain starts its neuron activation. And just fuck my advice and just get them. Leave down in the comments below, who are you pulling for this patch or maybe next patch. Let's see. First off is Seed. Since she's the first half of 2.2, the Clara Svarog of ZZZ because like huge mech protecting the cute anime girl. So Seed, they're a new type of attacker agents who pretty much synergizes with other attacker agents. We have double anomaly team comps now, and now we're getting the double attacker comps. Seed basically is an on-field attacker who can provide DPS buffs like increasing crit damage and attack, I think from what I remember in the live stream, and support to the other attack agents, which is called the Vanguard. And it says it identifies the Vanguard, aka your other DPS, as the one who has the highest attack in the team. As you swap back and swap onto your two attacker agents, they will basically buff each other, especially for Seed, who gets Steel Charge, the gauge under her HP that calls out Seed and does like a one punch man into a Hulk Slam. Her EX skill also provides Steel Charge as well, so from the looks of it, her bread and butter is like build up a lot of Steel Charge by attacking with Seed or swapping to your other DPS to consume their energy, swapping back to Seed and pounding the enemies. Her ult is probably the most unique, showing Seed's wiggly grippers, and then it goes to an FPS tactical nuke montage onto the enemy. Pretty cool and a unique ult. So do you need Seed on your account? It depends. If you already have like a lot of agents on your account that can clear endgame fine, sure, get her if you like. If you don't like her, then don't get her. I think she's going to be like a powerhouse, not like Miyabi levels, but I think she'll be up there with the greats. If you're a new / intermediate player who's on the cusp of signing like an income assistant in ZZZ, I'd say get her on a rerun. She's probably going to be one of the most expensive agents to build because you have to build her and another attacker agents which can burn through your mats like the casino in Las Vegas. And from the looks of it, Orphie and Magnus seems to be her best partner. I'm just guessing since they're both like Obel squad, so maybe? But if you're planning not to get her and just Seed, I'm sure you can use like other attacker agents. This is a Hoyoverse game. After all, it's like Goo Goo Gaga casual baby stuff. So trigger the hot blind sniper lady with tight yoga pants. The only off-field stunner agent aside from Polka, our only F2P option, and the only agent in the Obol squad that's not attack. Trigger is the easiest character to play because you're not really playing her. Do a whole basic attack and occasionally do an EX skill and ult with her, and you get like a stun damage multiplier for free with her aftershock off-field attacks while doing decent stun damage and damage at the same time to the enemy. She's pretty much a staple for electric teams or attacker teams in general. Maybe a full Obel squad with Seed Orphie could be even her best in slot team right now, so getting this blonde baddie is a pretty good investment for your account. And if you already have her, maybe considering getting her like signature Wengine, which isn't like a bad idea because 25% def ignore really bumps up your team's damage a lot, though I wish it was built into her kit instead of a Wengine, but you know, classic gacha tactics. Or maybe you could probably get her E1, which is also a good choice. So whales, maybe try swiping your life savings F2P, just save, or unless you want her and you know what you're doing and planning accordingly, then yeah, sure, get her. So now let's check out Orphie and Magnus's kit. They're going to be the new agent that heavily favors aftershock and buffing the team with attack, and she might benefit our homegirl Sambi, which they mentioned they're gonna buff her from what they're alluding in the live stream, but who knows, let's see, though this is 100% a buff, 100%. Orphie and Magnus are basically EX skill spammer agents from what I saw in the live stream. She has a gauge called Bottled Heat, and basically if you fill that up to a certain amount, Magnus will start firing her laser and enable a quick swap to your other agents while doing damage. Most importantly, providing the attack buff called Zeroed In. It didn't show how much attack it is providing, so we'll just have to wait for like any official reveal of that. And she attacks off field from time to time since she's like a normal aftershock agent. And and the zero in state can be extended if you're doing like aftershock damage to the enemy, so aka if you're using Sandby basically. And they also stated that aftershock damage with Orphie will basically ignore their defense, so pretty nutty if you're an aftershock agent. Her ult is basically like Bernice, it basically does like a firing laser beam and then you can pretty much swap off to another agent. She's a character that functions as a sub DPS for aftershock agents and attacker teams. I can see a world where you want to like main DPS her, probably with the help of her mindscapes and maybe lighter, but in the end of the day, is she worth it? If you love Orphie and Magnus, or maybe Magnus specifically, hey, I don't shame man. If you have Seed or Sandby, then it's an obvious pull, but if you're not really sure, then maybe you could play her in the story, because I'm 100% sure that they're gonna like add like a trial story for her and Seed in the story, so give it a shot there. But in the end of the day, I'd say just save and see what they're gonna drip next. Last but not least, our hot blonde mommy with tight latex jeans, Evelyn. So Evelyn is a pretty good unit if you can mid-max her tether points and do a lot of chain attacks with her. Surely one day we'll get like a Distrive that boosts chain attack damage, surely. But yeah, even if you can't like min-max her chain attacks, she's still hella strong and pretty rewarding if you can dodge with her EX skill and get more tether points with that. If you have her Sesbian Lex team comp featuring Lighter, this will be her strongest team in the game. She literally has like 2 of the strongest supports in the game. But again, you kinda have to sweat, but realistically, you can get away with just Ungaboing most of the time. She isn't really a must pull, but if you like your blonde, hot and spicy bundled with her girlfriend, then why not? That's the reason I pulled for her, not because she's like meta, but she's just hot. And just walking around her in the overworld and fighting goofy ass bugs that removes her boob shades is kind of funny. But yeah, if for some reason you don't want her, then I guess skip her. Also, you might want to consider pulling for her Wengine if you're thinking of having like another universal Wengine like the Brimstone, because her Wengine literally works with any attacker agent. It's like the third and second best in slot for a lot of attacker agents, and it basically outshines the Brimstone as Soldier 11's Wengine. So if you're thinking of vertically investing and making your account have more Wengine options to use and giving yourself less headaches of swapping around the Brimstone with your attacker agents, this is a pretty good pickup if you're not really planning to pull for the characters in this patch or the upcoming patch. And I saw some rumors around the internet that Seed's Wengine is kinda like universal as well, but we'll have to see and wait until official stuff comes out. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope I somewhat guide you through the process of deciding who are you going to pull or just sieving off your polychromes for the next patch. But yeah, sub so I can stay in the basement, like for the algorithm, and leave down in the comments below who are you going to pull for or just saving after getting yourself informed by watching this video. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Bye!